When you look at everyone that's been around Diddy, from when he started till now, they all either dead or
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
She's
ginger. She's ginger hair.
She had ginger hair. She was sitting like a year and she was dead. I think, I've seen that.
And she was like, they're all either dead or they're basically just falling off. But most of them are dead.
Most of them are dead.
All the artists, or like for example, the artists, they're all just falling off and they're all having to. Their music career is basically dead. Basically, can we just stop? I know there's always gonna be people out there like conspiracy. Like, can we just actually just stop denying this stuff? Obviously, I'm not fixated on it because I've got a life to live, and I'm not putting my energy into all this stuff. But at the same time, or all my energy into all this stuff. But at the same time, let's just stop denying that there's some weird shit that goes out. There's some weird shit that goes on out there in Hollywood. But I feel like his kink chain's gone to the point whereby he likes man sticking a dildo up his ass. I think it's gone that far. It annoys. I'll be so real. I laugh. It annoys me.
It angers you what he's doing, innit?
Oh,
it angers you.
Because one thing I can't. Because do you know what? One thing I'm starting to just stop. I'm not tolerating no more. Is one thing I hate is people mocking Christianity. He caused confusion in the country.
I said to my boy, think about it like this.
I said, nah, this brother.
That's like you investing in something. You've invested, then you take your money out when you realize, and it said, bro,
pump and dump.
That's what he did.
Pump and he bought, yanked him around. Thanks. But yeah, like you can chat to him. I'm not bothering messaging him.
Chat to him.
I'm not bothering chatting to him.
What's this? 46?
47. 45.
45. It is 45.
45 in that.
Well, you know what we're going to start doing?
We've been in the 40s for a minute.
40s for time, man.
Go on.
Oh, what I was going to say?
Yeah.
No, that's for after. I'll say after. But, yo, my mic ain't even. Yo, episode 46, Cage Birds. Close to 50. Yeah. Don't worry, Ben just came out from work. I just came from gallivanting. But today we're gonna do some heavy reporting, like BBC.
Did he?
Did he read my mind, bro?
Go straight to the point.
We're gonna do some heavy reporting.
Don't be politically click.
Diddy,
your law hat on.
I'm putting my law hat on.
These rumors have been around for decades now. I've been saying it. The brother's bisexual. He likes men. Bro, it's not even the rumors out. There's videos. Man's feeding Fabulous. He's feeding Nori cake in his mouth. He's telling 50, we should go. Let me take you to shopping. He's telling Fabulous, oh, your birthday party. Like, why you party with me? And the way he's saying it is like them two together party. Come on, man. Brothers bisexual.
Did 50 come out? So you know when this?
50 said it. His bodyguard. There's an interview with his bodyguard saying that because his bodyguard that was around him.
Yeah.
Telling rumors about when he was with Kim Porter, King Combs' mum when she died, how he was. His bodyguard saying that how he's disrespecting his mum, how that he likes kinky shit, about how he got Wendy Williams. Anyone that knows Wendy Williams, I used to watch her show when I was younger.
Wendy Williams though.
On BET. Anyone that knows Wendy Williams, she had a show. Apparently, I remember seeing her bodyguard said this recently. Diddy's bodyguard said that Diddy, because obviously everyone knows he's powerful. Yeah. He was Wendy Williams must have revealed a picture of Diddy walking in on Diddy, whereby he was pulling down a man was pulling down his pants in front of Diddy, which basically insinuates his trousers down in front of Diddy.
So Diddy was gonna give him
head. The brother's bisexual, bro, and that 36 long chapter that. Oh yeah, by the way, to finish my story with Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
When Wendy Williams reported that on the radio, because she used to be a radio host time ago, before I was even born.
Yo, sorry, is Wendy Williams a man or woman?
She's a woman. She just had a lot of shit done.
Okay. I get that clear.
She had a lot of shit.
It was on my mind.
Her face, yeah. But yeah, when he found out that Wendy Williams was reporting in New York, because she used to be on New York radio, this is her bodyguard. Diddy's bodyguard, someone that's close to him, is saying. He said that he called at the radio station, the executive of the New York radio station that Wendy Williams was working at, said, yo, if you don't get this if you don't get this woman off your radio station, I'll shut shit down. Because Diddy, obviously, everyone knows Diddy's powerful like that. And then he said the next day, Wendy Williams was reporting in Philadelphia. And
she reporting for New York?
Yeah, she was reporting for New York. She got moved to Philadelphia because of Diddy saying that, her reporting that shit. So, and
I'm just more disappointed in let's get to it. I'm more disappointed in Joe Budden and them, man. All the other podcasters, the big boys, because, and this is why I said the world does selective bad boyness. Like me and you always said, everyone's in a group, because the same Joe Budden that said, no one can nerf me, no one can silence me, I went independent because I speak on what I want, was doing this on Drake, this, that. All of a sudden, Diddy, and so I was bouncing around, and I saw what DJ Academics said, and I'm not even a DJ Academics fan, as I said, but I think he made the video Patreon only, delayed it, and obviously, so some people that haven't had Patreon before, they paid for it because it was hinting at his talk about it.
He didn't talk about it.
He didn't even talk about it. They were just bouncing around, and then
he didn't
what made it worse was his co-host brought up the stuff of like, oh, why do you care what we think? It's like, no, it's not that we don't care what you think, but we watch you guys and Joe Budden because obviously you guys have got more inside information than most people in the industry because you've been in the industry. So don't come here and be saying, why do you care what we think? Because all of a sudden you have opinions on every other thing, but as soon as it's on Diddy, now you're bouncing around saying, oh, of course we don't support sexual abuse, but we just don't think this is the time. But no, because, bro, R. Kelly, they spoke on it. 50 Cent stuff, they spoke on Drake, they're speaking on everyone else.
However, one thing I'll say, which one thing I did agree with him, is 1 minute, why is it Joe Budden you're waiting for? Why not everyone else? So why are we relying on Joe Budden? That's what he said, is like, why is Joe Budden the spokesman?
I agree, but you can't have your cake and eat it.
Yes,
you can't have your
I
cake
still
and
agree
eat.
with you that he did dance around.
Because my thing is, it's not necessarily waiting for Joe Budden, but what I said before is, we know this is something in Hollywood. Same way if it was sports and ESPN,
there's bare weird Hollywood shit that's
LeBron
going on.
And them, man. I wouldn't expect ESPN, after all the times they want to clown LeBron or praise LeBron, now they're being quiet. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
one thing that I did find funny, because I'm going to be real. I'm subscribed to Joe Budden's Patreon, innit? I pay like the £5 a month because it's bare content in it, and I listen to bare heavy shit. Yeah. One thing that he did say, okay, I understand why he did, which he did say before. Anyone that listens to him, because I'll be real, I listen to him every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. On top of the Patreon extra content. Yeah. One thing he did say in his normal episode is that one thing he's gonna do, he's gonna stop reviewing rap all these artists because these men are sensitive. Which, hey, do you know what? With the shit that, for example, what Drake said, cool, that's Drake. But the other people getting upset when he speaks the truth to them.
What other people?
Because there's bare artists whereby they've complained, whereby, just in general, whereby if he said he doesn't like, if he said, for example, what they put out was lazy, and this is comparing them to themselves about what they put out previously. Like, for example, the Drake shit, he's comparing it to what Drake's been putting out.
I know he said Brett's lazy, which I agree with. The Brett Fire stuff is lazy.
Yeah. So then he's saying now that, yo, do you know what? Since you lot are so sensitive, you're dropping your rubbish music, which everyone's been saying that, and it's showing in the sales that, even though I do feel like the sales is the streams, and the streams is...
I don't count first week numbers anymore, but we'll go on that later.
It's funny. It's foggy, it's smoke screens, whatever, streaming, I think. But, I feel like I don't blame him for saying, do you know what? I'm not going to review you rappers anymore because you lot are just so egotistical, which I agree with, and you don't really care about the craft. It's more so about a quick check. Yeah. And then once your little buzz is fizzled out now, it's the labels stopping me from doing this and this. Stop acting like you really cared about the craft like that today.
But J. Cole said it. So music needs critiques, such as critiques need music.
that's why I love you. See when Lil Yachty try get him to criticize Joe Budden. This is what I love. J. Cole. I retweeted that so many times. J. Cole, he's part of that generation and just that.
We need someone to keep pushing us.
He understands the ecosystem.
Because we've said it before. J. Cole's a battle rapper. Like, don't let his pretty
Drake. They're both of the same.
They're both in the same ilk. Like, they're battle rappers, so for them, they always need new content. That's why I get with Drake. People are like, oh, your stuff is the same, but Drake don't care about that. He's gonna stay. But J. Cole, he said himself, like he waits for stuff to inspire him. So these man, need to bounce off people and stuff to say, because like you said now, we wouldn't get scary hours if it wasn't for
I
Budden.
was literally going to say.
We wouldn't get scary hours. Honestly,
that's why I'm so
I'm
happy.
not even the biggest Joe Budden fan, but we wouldn't get scary hours.
That's why I'm so happy that he stayed.
Did Drake rewrite that in 5 days? Not saying that he did, because if he did, that's crazy.
Did he what?
Did Drake write that in 5 days? All those songs? Because remember,
that's another thing I was thinking. But a lot of the bars sounded like. I feel like the J Cole record he been had. I feel like that Evil Ways tune he had.
No, I don't think so. You know,
I think
because a lot of the bars are very, very recent.
But the thing is,
because even when they were sitting to the tour, remember when it was like me and Drake with a wave, and obviously they dropped the tour that they're doing like a couple of days before.
I wouldn't be surprised. Because I feel like he just went in there 6-pack, boom, and he was like, just to remind people I think you lot forget that. This rap. And the thing is, he reminded. I can't lie, he reminded everyone that listen. He raps better than all your favorite rappers.
Bro, he was barring.
I've been saying that if he wanted to do that all the time, he could do that. The thing that I was annoyed is that he's Drake. He doesn't need to. I know. Obviously, he feels the need to appeal to the masses.
But that's what makes it bad. That's what we were saying.
But that's what annoys me, because
I think that's what hurts him trying to amass to everyone, because that's why the album just sounds weird. Like,
but I feel like, but when he dropped the 6-pack, now I feel like okay, cool. Yeah. I'm happy now. Like I play the 6 tunes and I play the other 5 tunes that I play from the normal. For all the dogs.
Who do you think went harder
on the
Evil Ways?
I don't know. It was close, you know.
It was close, but I think where I think J Cole won it was the last 8, where he said Drake pulled the white. She goes 2 ways like a queen of spades. And when I heard that bar, I was confused. But then I deeped it. I said, that is flipping amazing.
I do feel like the song, I feel like Evil Ways might have been
overblown.
I feel like it was a cool tune.
It wasn't the best.
But yeah, that's
it wasn't the best.
That's what I was going to
say. I think it was just them chilling. Like, you just said, yo.
But at the same
time,
time,
first person shooters doing bits. Let's just hop on another thing. Cole's like cool, calm.
And I thought, I wouldn't be surprised if he wrote all that stuff from the time whereby he heard all the criticism to when he put it out, just to remind people.
And you're forgetting,
I can do this in my sleep.
And you're forgetting Cole dropping his fall off. He's been saying his last album next year.
Yeah.
So he ain't gonna put no. Because Drake's definitely gonna be on that album now. So he ain't gonna put no little his best on this one when he knows that one's coming out next year.
Hey, we'll go back to Diddy though.
But yeah, back to Diddy. But so my friend was telling me this, right? Cool. Let's put this in the real life terms of if Diddy was, look, forget Diddy, but it's Diddy. But if any of your boy was done or alleged sexual assault,
I don't think you can.
That's what I was trying to say to him.
It's
but
not the same level.
He was trying to say to me like, but then would you not move like Budden as well? But me personally, I said I would obviously go to my boy. I would have to hear his side of the story, because me personally, I am not vouching for that. I don't agree with that. I got sisters, but I still got to hear you're my boy. I'm not just gonna hear one thing and be like, cool. Then I can't say I'm gonna go see the facts. I'm not the police or nothing, but I would then make a determination in my head if I'm still gonna mess with him. But naturally, maybe some stuff I would do publicly with my boy, I wouldn't do it anymore. But it don't mean I'm not his boy. It's just that you just got to move smart when certain things like that are going on.
And you got to hear the story out. But
yeah,
my thing, what I'll say is, like I said, it took 30 years for R. Kelly. I feel like it's going to take even longer. There's another fresh 2 out as well. New charges on him.
On Diddy?
From 2 separate women again.
Apparently that Justin Combs ain't even his biological son. Is it Justin or the light-skinned brother?
I'm sure he is.
No, it came out today that it's not his biological son. Apparently it's a security guard's son who Diddy's security guard died, so he just took him in.
Is it?
Apparently so, bro.
Nah, I'm sure that's his son. One of the women he's with.
But like, bro, sexual assault is for me, it's touchy for me because like, okay, we don't know the facts here. But with the evidence that's come out with Diddy,
he did that shit. And the thing is, the rumors have been out for decades, bro. And one, I remember seeing someone say, "Oh, why didn't you take it criminally?" Brother, this is Diddy. Man's a billionaire.
Yeah,
if I'm going conspiracies, he's tied to the higher ups. So I'm sorry, that money. I'm sorry, she ain't. Cassie knows damn well that she's not built like that. The
lawyers and everything.
She's gonna be able to. And plus, we have to think about it as well, whereby man needs to start thinking. Let's just stop thinking. I know man are gonna be thinking. You know what? If he did it, why didn't she take him to court? Like, You don't understand. These
The real
things
world
take
works
the
differently,
trials. These trials.
The trial a lot.
Because there's so much that she's reported, even though it's just vape, assault, whatever.
It
But
take up to 5 years for her to get.
Oh years,
justice.
and then imagine. You know how draining, bro. Random.
And then remember the other side that you're prosecuting. Their job now is to find dirt on you to now make it seem. So there's some things you might not even want to be out in the public.
And one thing I'll say is, one thing I deeped as well, because, for example, I think I watched Academics. He was going through the whole thing, yeah. So I was more so listening to what she was saying compared to what he was saying, and the shit is so descriptive.
Peak.
And it's 36 chapters. It's not like she just come out and say, "Oh, he raped me on this day, this, that, and the other." Not to say that that's less for me to believe her, but the shit is so descriptive, and you can't tell me
You can't make all of that up.
Bro.
Yeah, you can't make.
And even if let's say, and I'm not saying that she is, but even if, because I know guys, there's every little reason they'll think in their head to think that she's lying. Even if you think that she's over exaggerating shit, if like 20% of what she said out of all that is true, brother, he's
still weird.
He's a weirdo.
Still weirdo.
And I've been thinking that he's weird. Even my brother, when he went to the gigs, Diddy thing, and I remember when he asked me that he wanted to come, like I just didn't I don't know what it is, like as I'm all about black excellence and all this stuff, but something just never sat right with Diddy, bro. Because I don't know, it's like
I can't lie, with all the Biggie and Pac stuff as well, I'm like,
yeah,
he's the one that also was playing both sides, bro. Like if you deep it was playing both sides.
And do you know what's crazy? I remember there was one lady, I don't know who she was, but she seemed that she's to do with Bad Boy or whatever. She said, huh?
Was her name Tasha K or something?
Wait, I'm not sure if that was. I don't know what Tasha K looks like, but I'm not sure if she was Tasha K.
Tasha K, yeah.
But it was one black woman, and she was saying, when you look at everyone that's been around Diddy, from when he started till now, they're all either dead or.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah. She's ginger. She's ginger hair.
She had ginger hair. Yeah, she was sitting like a year, and she was dead. Yeah. I've seen that.
And she was like, they're all either dead or they're basically just falling off. But most of them are dead.
Most of them are dead.
All the artists, or like for example, the artists, they're all just falling off, and they're all having to. Their music career is basically dead, basically.
It's gone,
so either they've actually passed away, or their music career is dead, and it's like,
and it's eating off all of them.
Bro, exactly. And it's like, it just makes you realize that. I genuinely think that he's done evil shit, and the reason why people won't speak about it in the industry, because I know people would be like, okay, how come this person hasn't come out to back what Cassie said? If anyone dares come out, bro, he will dead off their whole career.
Did he still owns a lot of people's masters, you know?
He's that powerful.
All that stuff he was saying,
and he's
connected. And there's some of his people on his label artists where they're like, he was chatting, we ain't received no money. We still ain't received our master back. We still ain't received no publishing or nothing. And the issue is, with the Cassie thing, there are witnesses. I forgot who was. It's gonna know me because I watched an Insta video.
His butler.
His butler. Was it his butler? Where someone was like, not even his butler. Someone else famous that was like, they were sitting with him and Cassie at dinner.
Wale.
Was it Wale or someone? And then
I don't know.
And then he saw. Anyways, he saw that. So they were sitting. So this was the story. He was sitting with Cassie and Diddy at dinner with his wife. I'm trying to think who it was. You might have seen the video. Then he was like, "Oh, you saw a lady in the club do the. You know when the girls shave the side of the head thing."
And he was like, "Cassie, I want you to shave your head."
Yeah, he saw that.
I saw that.
So, and then the guy was like, "Wait, huh?" So he asked Cassie, like, "You gonna do it?" And then she was like,
I think that was one of the artists on Bad Boy, because I heard.
Yeah. No, it wasn't one. It was a big boy. Oh, but we're gonna remember later. Then he was like,
I don't know his name, but
then Cassie was like, "Oh, if Diddy wants me to do it, then I will." Then he was like, "Are you sure?"
But he was like,
yeah.
He was confused because it was like, it's like Diddy was just telling him that, and you know when you talk about when I hear a lot of women talk about abusive like relationships, whereby it's like they've got control. He was almost like he had control.
And he said literally. So the guy there said, "Oh, if you're gonna do it, send me a picture." Cassie sent him a picture the next day. She shaved the side of her head.
Oh man.
Like for me, so when I'm saying that's technically that's not a crime, but when stuff like that happens, you know that okay, like this was obviously a manipulated relationship. Something's not right. And my thing with Diddy is like, no one actually knows his true persona. He's an actor. Like even the way he moves, the way he speaks, you can tell.
1 minute he's Puff Daddy, 1 minute he's Brother Love. When he was putting on the Brother Love, I was like, it's still it makes me even more, brother. He was drunk on stage in the awards years ago, over a decade ago, saying that him and Usher when Usher was 13, he took Usher
took
in.
Usher
They used
in.
to wake up in the morning in the same bed together. They used to fight over having who's frosted flakes. I'm thinking, brother, you're a weirdo taking in a 30. What have you got? What Justin Bieber's another one.
Yeah, and that came out.
Listen, I won't even be surprised if he's done stuff with Usher and Justin Bieber when they were little young.
That came out. I remember Usher's mom had to literally go take him out and be like,
Yeah,
what are you
because
doing?
it's like Justin Bieber. Only God knows what he's done to him. Whereby his mum decided to send him and to live. He was living with Diddy.
Leaving with Diddy, yeah, same with Usher.
What to me? What business do you have going to live with a label executive or whatever he is, head of a label for music purposes? Can't like, bro, like
Staying at your house if you're doing music.
as
why do you
a
have to sleep in the same bed?
13-year-old, yeah,
Yeah, why do you have to sleep in the same bed? Sleeping in the same bed is a drag.
weird shit.
It's
And that's what. And this is the stuff. This isn't like people have said this. Diddy when he was said this on stage.
He said it himself. He's baiting himself.
Stage.
Okay.
Taking man them shopping. Pimp like he's grooming.
He's a pimp,
He
he's a pimp.
grooms. Oh nah, the brothers. Nah, he did that shit, man. I'm sorry, he did that shit.
Pimp.
He did that shit.
So like, my question now, like going forward is, how does the music industry got to move to show? I know. Let's say we know they're not, but like, how would you like them to move to show? Because as a man, I want to see women be like respected, because it's a thing now. It's like, bro, I can't now even deny when women say, "See, this is why we don't come out," like you said. This is why we don't say nothing. Like the whole scene, I just went quiet. Like Tupac is dead again. Like no one knows what to do. Like I'm like, raw. What did he got this much grip over people?
But I know that for sure, man. Because he's got too many. But you got to realize, I believe conspiracy me again. He's connected to the higher ups. So, regardless, even with all this coming out, I'm just like, people forget. They'll go back to shouting
I
him
think
out.
it's different though, because Macy's even said they're gonna stop shopping his brand, like putting his brand out.
Bro, Sean John, he sold already. He bought it back for 7.6 million. He sold it for over 100 M's.
What about the Ciroc? Is it Ciroc?
Ciroc said, he's tequila, De Leon tequila.
Yeah.
They said they're just gonna stop using his face to advertise, but he's still gonna have ownership. Because these brands are just doing that for now. They're waiting for the time to pass, and then as people mentioned, time heals. Obviously, to me, time doesn't heal this, but the masses will forget.
But the fact he was so quick to settle 30 M's and you're not guilty.
And
And then
obviously,
he tried to come out and say, "Oh, this doesn't mean." I'm like, bro.
no, they're saying it's 8 figures. 30 M's, I think it's higher than that, personally.
30 M's is mad already. So anything higher than 30 M's is
No,
crazy.
I think it's higher because it's a matter of, think about the numbers. The 30 million come out before the settlement, and then now Cassie was gonna write a book. So them chapters were from a book that she was gonna write. She was gonna come out and write a book about her life.
Yeah.
I mentioned what Diddy's done to her, and then on top of that, now
Is Cassie the one with Russell Wilson?
no, that's Sierra.
That's Sierra. So
Yeah.
which one's Cassie again?
Cassie is a musician.
The musician.
She had a tune.
What's she saying? Let me check. Because I'm never familiar from.
You know her tune.
Sorry, carry on.
Her tune, Me and You. When you hear it, you'll know it. You've heard it before, defo. You always hear it in the early parts of a club.
Man knows her face. Yeah, me and you. Yeah, man knows.
But yeah, like she was gonna
She
write a
even looks
book.
way too young.
She was gonna have a Netflix. Apparently, she was gonna have a Netflix or documentary as well. Yeah, she's gonna have a documentary. So imagine if she's gonna write a book about what he's done, a documentary, tell all this. I believe that Diddy's, and remember, there's conditions with this settlement. So I'm guessing there's an NDA or whatever.
Yeah, you can't.
So she's most likely because they said that they've settled it with conditions, meaning that she's most likely she's not gonna be able to say a peep. So in my head, if you're negotiating in this situation and the 30 mils come out, her lawyers,
Hush money, bro.
oh,
Hush money, bro.
it's got to be more.
30
million is not enough.
You have to fight. You have to. If you show you're very innocent, that's not something I'm settling. I'll go to court.
But at the same time, this is what Joe Budden was saying. He was saying, listen, sometimes it's like, you're Puff, you're a billionaire. This is something that, imagine, as you mentioned, the trial, if they were to go to trial, because it's a civil case, you know it's lasting years. So then now, that years is lasting can affect hundreds of millions. So I'd rather pay off at least the 30 to, because it's 8 figures, 30 to, I don't know, 50 M's or whatever. This is just hypothetical.
Yeah.
So that, do you know what? It puts this to bed and I can just carry on with business. Because imagine, as you mentioned, the trial will obviously be affecting her emotionally, pardon me, her having to relive the moments, which is awful. But then also from his side, not to sympathize with him because I don't. He would have to then be of them years of trial when more shit will come out. I reckon she had more shit in the tuck, which is why
she was just dropping it.
I think that's just the tip of the iceberg. I think there's a lot. But she might have started saying what he's bisexual because obviously if we're being real, I feel like a lot of these men in the industry are bisexual.
No one has ever disregarded his sex parties. Like no one has ever said that's a fake thing.
Yeah, everyone said his sex parties are wild. That's been a thing.
So for me itself, that to me is weird. It's
that's why the hush money is.
And his kids will be there,
Oh, I won't be surprised. Obviously, he's inviting a load of models. Have you seen his new baby mum?
No, which one's that?
The one where his new youth that's Oriental.
New youth that's Oriental.
I mean, you seen his new child?
Oh,
that's Oriental.
I don't keep up with celebrities, man. I think so. I ain't seen, but
I follow him on. I follow him on the gram. His new Oriental.
Oh,
she's like one.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, some of these celebrities, like for me, like Ben said, they live on a different world to me. So I don't care, bro. Like some of the stuff, because Billie Eilish came out. I don't listen to her music, but she came out said something dumb when she was like, she feels that. Do you see what she said?
Men's bodies.
She was like, men's bodies are the.
Men don't get body shamed as much as women.
Body shamed, and I was like. But I'm happy she got cooked because she definitely got cooked, and I was like,
I think even women understand that men. I think she means body shaming as in body part. She don't understand that shaming a guy for his height, that's body shaming.
His weight, man, them get called fat all the time. Like for me,
dick size, man, they get called that they have a small
dick
hairline.
Like, bro. So for me, it's like brother. But sexual assault is crazy.
It's touchy. But them freak offs. Them freak offs were sounding mad though.
No, I could never go to a sex party. Not even because I partake, bro. No, the amount of transmitted diseases that'll be in that place is
just hot, musty, a load of drugs.
And I'm back. What happens in a? Do you just have sex like live all?
I feel like no. The freak offs are like when a lot of just crazy stuff's happening, a lot of I feel like it's just drug sexual activities, but obviously I've never experienced it, so I wouldn't know.
Apparently, someone said when you walk in, you have to like sign a waiver that anything happens here.
Yeah, of course. That's why no one speaks about it. I wouldn't be surprised. I 100% believe that shit. But the only thing with his shit though, his stuff comes across like his rituals.
Yes.
Which is the one thing, which is where as I keep saying, the conspiracy side of things, but I think it's a thing whereby when he's doing this shit, I feel like is some different type of reasoning behind it. As I mentioned, like to do rituals and higher up.
Because Budden said it himself, where it's like when music started getting weird, like after shows, them man would go to do the orgies, he just go take his money, leave. Like he won't.
And I feel like it isn't just musicians. I feel like there's movie stars, all industries. This happens. All industries this happens. And it's a sad.
That's why we ain't seen the real talent come through then. Even to now, because there's some talent people that we know, but it's like they ain't trying to do none of that.
100%, because there's people, and this happens even in the corporate world, whereby there's people that their bosses may blackmail them, well not blackmail them, but say that it is blackmail sort of when they say that if you want this position, you have to, I don't know, suck my dick.
You think you can pass my class without sucking my cock?
That's what they that's what they're basically saying.
Bro,
that's what Diddy but Diddy's doing it to man them and women.
Oh, he's so bad. Oh,
the brother, but obviously he's just covering it up.
You think Giggs and them knew?
People have been scared about Giggs going there Diddy, because now it's like they don't want to feel like they're losing one of their own.
Did you see Young Spray when he saw that they were saying
no. I'll be so real. I wouldn't want to be around Diddy. I'm being dead honest. I'm being dead honest. That's why like I said, when my brother said he's going to his show, I'm like, I don't know, it's Diddy, man. It don't really fascinate me like that, because I feel like the brother he's weird, man. I'm being so real. Like even him being around Giggs. Like I get it, I understand the moment. Like this is an icon, even though he has, I believe he's done some dirt. He's an icon, but at the same time, it's something just never sat right with me, bro. but we're just taking in these young musicians. Usher, these legends. He's been around. Kim and R. Kelly have been like this, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, them man have been.
No, because Ritual's mad. Like for me, I'll say it again. Grammys are coming out. There is no reason why Ice Spice has been nominated for a Grammy. There is no reason. There is no reason why Ice Spice. This has gone too far, man. If she wins a Grammy, I am not listening to music.
Tell me why I Just Wanna Rock is
a rap song.
Tell me what's the rap
verse? Let's go through them quick. Let me tap them. Bro,
anyway,
man.
Yeah, go on. While you're searching for that, like, I need to understand. I Just Wanna Rock is on there for R&B. There's another. I think there's another tune that's on there for R&B that I was thinking that's not R&B. The R&B category is not even R&B. Apart from SZA and one or two others, they're not even R&B. But do you know what?
Let me see.
The Grammys is irrelevant, man.
It's irrelevant, but also shows what it shows the agenda they're trying to push. Yeah. It shows the agenda they're trying to push.
We've been saying this though in terms of the agenda. Back to conspiracy stuff.
The agenda is crazy.
And can we just stop denying this stuff?
What, the agenda they want to push?
Yeah, can we just stop? I know there's always gonna be people out there like, conspiracy. Like, can we just actually just stop denying this stuff? Obviously, I'm not fixated on it because I've got a life to live, and I'm not putting my energy into all this stuff. But at the same time, or all my energy into all this stuff. But at the same time, let's just stop denying that there's some weird shit that goes out. There's some weird shit that goes on out there in Hollywood. You have to do certain shit to get to the top. I'm not saying that you can't get to a mad status without doing anything, but I do think everything in this life comes at a cost.
100%.
Everything in this life comes at a cost. If you want to be around Diddy, you have to let him play with your nyash. Bro, whether you're a man or female, whether you're a man or female, you got if you want to be part of Bad Boy, come on, man, you have to take that. As he says, take that. That's Diddy. That's his ad libs. You know how he is, and he does his Diddy bop, and he's saying, take that. That's probably what he was saying. Obviously, I'm not trying to laugh at a situation, bro, but that's why you said, bro. That's why you said, bro. Now I can't hear the ad lib the same now. When I hear Diddy say,
it's also the same as R. Kelly songs. When he's singing certain songs, I'm thinking, right, who's he talking about now?
Yeah.
Okay, so for album of the year, okay, let me go to a rap. You said rap and R&B, right? So for the best rap album,
I know Killer Mike's on there.
I think he should win that. Now let's go. Best R&B performance: Chris Brown, Summer Too Hot, Coco Jones, ICU, Robert Glasper, Back to Love. That's a good song. SZA, Kill Bill. I'm a bit confused with that. I'll say why later. Victoria Monet, How Does It Make You Feel?
No, SZA's album came out end of last year, but it goes.
No, that's fine, but that's not the best R&B song on that album.
Oh yeah, I know.
Where is Love Language?
Or at least Snooze.
At least Snooze. That's what I'm saying. Like, Kill Bill to me is not even
still a good song.
It's a good song, but bro, it's not the best. It's not even top 3 on the album.
That album's gonna age crazy, like Control.
Crazy.
That's crazy. I feel like she's
two classics.
Yeah, it's
back
crazy.
to back.
And Control, is it Control?
Yeah, Control.
Yeah, Control come out what
15?
Yeah, and then she dropped on the last album 22.
22.
7 years. I feel like
that's someone that can wait.
She don't have to drop until end of the decade.
End of the decade, hey. And
that's
people
crazy.
Wouldn't mind.
That's what timeless music does.
Best traditional R&B performance: Babyface, Coco Jones, Kenyon Dixon, don't know that. PJ Morton, Good Morning, SZA, Love Language. Okay, this is why I said I'm confused. Victoria Monet and Hazel Monet. So what is the difference between R&B performance and traditional R&B performance?
It's all a money grab, one, because these lot are paying to be nominated and 2 to win, and 3, it's just the way of cramming everyone in and just.
Okay, now this is the third one. Best R&B song: Coco Jones, Hailey Angel, Robert Glasper, SZA, Snooze. So she's got 3 different songs on the same album.
Yeah, that's a way of them making sure that SZA wins something, because he's such a big act. Because you got to remember, you know how all these politics are. These men are saying, if I'm not winning anything, why am I even turning up to the award ceremony? That's another. I think that's another. I feel like. Do you feel like artists need to stop that?
What?
Like, why can't everyone just... Okay, let me not be ignorant.
So what you know what saying?
But why can't everyone... Obviously, I know how the situations happen, but why can't everyone be in one room because Grammys, if we're being honest, Grammys obviously been put on this pedestal to like, it's like the BAFTA sort of like the music.
The reason why it's like that is because the same reason why is it Tyler Perry wanted to buy BET but they didn't let him because he said, I want to buy this, make this proper respected by our community, but BET didn't let him do that because BET used to be what was for us. We used to say F the Grammys, bro. BET was what the culture voted for and what's actually popular in the culture. But then that man came into BET, started running their agendas, now started doing like you said, running Grammys like the BET now, where it's like BET is just what's popping at the moment, not what's necessarily good. And then it became ratchet. You see just random people, you know what I'm trying to say? But it's like BET was for the man them. I remember even when I was 16, I remember turning to BET Awards.
I used to love watching BET. That's why I watched Wendy Williams.
Yeah, Wendy Williams.
When I was younger.
That's where Fresh Prince was. They were showing. That's where they were showing all the black shows. And I was like, bro, BET used to be popping, fam.
I used to watch India Loves Family on there.
Yeah.
I used to watch Nelly and his family.
Nelly and his family. I used to watch Martin and Gina. All them shows, bro. But now BET.
Real Husbands of Hollywood.
What a show!
I'm telling you.
Rating.
Oh yeah, who was the brother that they said that is with Will Smith that got caught? Duane.
I think that
Duane
guy's
Martin.
lying. I think that guy's lying, bro.
I feel like listen, Will Smith's another one. He's bisexual, 100%. He's bisexual too. Listen.
I don't think he's bisexual. I think.
Sorry.
I think
they've done sexual acts with men.
Probably, I'm not denying that.
So doesn't that make them bisexual? You can't just be kissing niggas here and there and then say you're still.
But that's what we said about the ritual. What if it was a ritual now? Because
you're still bisexual. Because I'm as a heterosexual.
I would never do that.
As a heterosexual man, you can't tell me to kiss another man for 100 M's or let a man.
I am the same.
Or we know. Or allow a man to stick his finger up my mouth.
Bro, we know man that we know for 100 M's will lips a guy for 5 seconds. They're not even joking, because you know money. You know how man, no, come on, bro, I'm not saying me and you, I know we're not on that. But we both know guys that for 100 M's will lips a man for 5 seconds, and they're calm with that.
Yeah.
But
then at the same time,
I would say they're gay as well. I'll say, bro, you're gay. Because my thing is, what if you don't get the money now?
and they say that, it's people are going to think we're just speaking conspiracy, but I believe this is true. But for example, when you do all these acts, and now all of a sudden you want to backtrack. They're like, nah. Oh, you want to backtrack? I'll put this out.
Exactly.
They use it against you. That's what I feel like Diddy. That's why a lot of people I feel like can't do with the sex freak parties as well. Whereby is that there's it's been seen that you've done this and this act, but then now you want to start moving a certain way, which I don't like. You better this is how Diddy's acting. You better pattern up. You don't pattern up.
I'm having is like for me, it's weird because.
Yeah, sorry, quickly. Yeah. You don't think Will Smith was lips Duane Martin? Because apparently he got someone. The lady said that he walked in, but Jada said that they're gonna sue.
They're gonna sue because that's what I'm saying. I think with Will Smith now, it's trendy
to hate on him.
Just hate on him, cool. But I also think, and I said this to my friend, I think Will Smith has a kink for being shamed. I think he has a shame kink.
He likes being,
and I think he even likes Jada doing all this because he always kisses up to her.
With that being said, Will Smith's gonna be my ugly bird of the week.
Yes,
because I'm sorry, I first when all this Jada stuff come out, I thought that
the book flopped though.
Whose book? Her book.
Her book flopped.
I didn't even know it was actually released. I thought.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, all the stuff she was doing was for the tour press, for a press tour of her book. Of course, I think people just got tired of her. Like,
yeah, because now it's like you're just dragging shit.
You're dragging, and it's like, why would I go
every day you're mentioning Tupac. We be like, at first the Tupac shit was like, whoa. Now it's like, okay, the brother's died like over
how long?
Like 20 years now.
Will Smith, you married Will Smith.
Yeah.
How do you think your kids feel?
All of a sudden you said, but this is the problem now. This is why Will Smith's the ugly bird, because I think what you said hit the nail on the head. I think he enjoys being kink shamed. And to me,
he has a kink shame.
You deserve to be ugly bird. You know, like them. You know, like them man that like. You know when they like doing foreplay with their missus.
Yeah,
like their missus
slapping them, spanking them up. He's done. That's exactly what I mean. I think he has a kink shame.
But I feel like his kink shame's gone to the point whereby he likes man sticking a dildo up his ass. I think it's gone that far. These brothers, and they can't come out and say that they just like doing this stuff for men, because they know what it will do to obviously within our community. It's something that's frowned upon, if we're being honest. To me, it's like if you do that shit, just be open with it. But I don't know, who knows? Maybe they didn't want to do this stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of them were rituals and grooms from young.
In Hollywood, because
we're forgetting how long. But Will Smith was young when he broke into
Hollywood. He was our age.
He was maybe a bit younger.
Most of them are younger. They're that Usher, Justin Bieber, Chris Brown. Chris Brown
they
came
were
in.
proper. When people say teenage stars, they talk about 18, 19. I'm talking about teenage. Will Smith was like 14, 15, 16.
Yeah.
Chris Brown was 13. Usher was 13. These man they didn't know better.
So I had to use another one that I was. You know when all this stuff, like all bare stuff that just comes back to my head. Whereby, for example, I remember Bow Wow saying that he lost his virginity at like 12 because he was hanging around Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
To me, even if it's not just on a whereby it's man with man, same thing with these young boys having sex with these older women when they're like in their teens, 12, 13. Yeah. Bow Wow saying he lost his. I remember him saying he lost his virginity at 12, 13. And these times, remember, he was little Bow Wow. He was earning bare money before I was even born.
Like Mike, you know these movies,
Yeah. So in my head, it's like, this is the stuff that goes on. Like kids are being groomed.
They're being groomed.
And
they're being groomed.
Obviously, we laugh and joke about it, but it's crazy.
Next generation. And that's as a community, we need to come together. And I'm happy it happened. Shout out 90s Babies podcast. But you see what happened with them as well when they brought on your boy, Pastor Tobi.
Why is he my boy?
You just find it funny, innit? You just find it funny. That's what I say.
By the way, do you know what? I have... it annoys... I'll be so real. I laugh. It annoys me.
It angers you what he's doing, innit?
Oh,
it angers you.
Because one thing I can't... Because do you know what? One thing I'm starting to just stop... I'm not tolerating no more. It's one thing I hate is people mocking Christianity. Because one thing I see and I love about because I've got quite a few Muslims around me and it's very respected.
Not even that they'll get onto you as a community. On a community straight.
So you wouldn't dare.
They don't tolerate it.
But us is like it's bare like, and obviously I'm Christianity. I feel like it's more so following Christ. Like Christianity, I feel like it's just a buzzword nowadays because of the way it's just been treated. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, and one thing I don't like to do, I just like to face my front. I don't like to judge pastors or whatever. Obviously, I might have my own beliefs. For example, of like Pastor Tobi.
He's openly mocking Christ. Let's just go straight. He's openly mocking.
I've seen.
Some of my boys are on Pack Nation, so I can speak for them.
I've seen him uptown, you know.
Swear. What was he wearing? Friendly head to toe.
Bro, I remember the first time seeing him, I saw the whip. It was a Rolls Royce, double R.
Was he driving it or Passy?
Passy, driver. It had his number. I'm sure it had his plate.
Yeah.
I knew I saw him anyway. And then, I remember, I think another time I saw him at LV, as usual.
Yeah.
And then, now you see him rocking. But now I feel like now it's progressively got to the point whereby I feel like he's embracing that sort of, because you know how this is how rappers like to perceive themselves. He's doing it on another level compared to these rappers can't even touch it. But I feel like now he's almost like he's carrying himself like a rapper.
Yeah.
He's got the hat with 4 and 8 on it. Did you notice that?
No.
The back. I wish you'd noticed that.
I didn't even see.
In the video, you know the video where you got the whips.
Yeah.
Whips on whips.
Was it like car show?
Yes, in Essential. He was wearing a hat that said 418. So when I saw that, I said, "This."
Taking the mic. He's taking the mic. But I think why for me I'm vexed is like these man don't know better. And even you see the video of Lippy. So Lippy was talking about it when they was like shouting at his baby what they did was wrong, and he said he had to accept because when he was in the road they were telling him that he was being groomed, and he had to accept that. Now he's accepted and he's telling people that big up Pack Nation. You probably went there with the right intentions. You man going there, but you man are being groomed. And said why? Because even when he joined the gang, they accepted him for who he was. They were saying if it's broken air bubbles and crease trainers. He ain't never seen no one like this tell people you can't join the church unless you ain't looking drippy. Remember there was a time where they were saying you got to
show your drip,
drippy. Everybody show your drip. And my boy was there saying if you didn't have red bottoms, you couldn't be a leader in the church.
Brother, I remember seeing all of them on the stage facing the altar. Their back was to the church. They all listen to
Lifting
the
their
left.
yeah.
Red bottom.
Red
everywhere.
bottom, red.
I said,
No, multiple of my boys have been there. So this isn't even me like, oh, we were talking. Spat Nation, again, I have nothing against you guys. I mean, the only thing I have against is your doctrine. I know your pastor Muse because he represents you as a church, but you guys personally I don't have. But what I'm saying is like, Christianity is the fact that you're accepted where you are, but you're accepted to change. But when a man there is obviously, and we've seen countless stories of BBC done a documentary. Man, them are broke, credit score broke, everything broke.
They're not even called Spat Nation no more. They changed the name.
What are they changing into?
I don't
They've
know.
been rebranded.
Bro, rebrand. Come on, man. But I'm not gonna. I don't want to speak down on anyone at all.
No, we're not speaking down.
No. Because as in like, I have my opinion in my head, but at the same time, I'm just gonna face my front because at the end of the day,
no, he will get humbled.
Everyone's salvation is personal at the end of the day.
Yeah, but he will get humbled.
You can be screaming and shouting about this pastor's this and this and this. Well, just focus on yourself. Focus on your relationship.
No, I'll focus on myself, but bro, I feel like the
I
Bible
said,
does say you have to call out when stuff is wrong, man. Because same time, you say Muslim. This man, whether we like it or not, is representing the Christian faith when he goes out and does this stuff. So them same when we go on to Nella Rose soon, same way there's certain people that are doing stuff out in the public that whether we like it or not, they attribute it to us. They'll feel like we're all like that, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and I don't respect what he's doing.
It pains. I get what you're saying.
It goes both ways. You're right.
It hurts. It
definitely hurts.
It pains my heart sometimes because I'm just like, because sometimes it's just like in my head when I see comments online, especially. Like, I'm someone that bites my tongue online because I can't. In my head, I just save my energy because I'm like, there's times whereby I might type a few characters replying to something, but then I'm just like, do you know what? It's none of my business. Just delete it. Continue my day in real life because we live in a real world over here.
We live in a real world.
But yeah, like when it comes to that stuff, like just Christianity, it's a hard pill to swallow, isn't it?
No, I'll be honest. Why I'm personally vexed is there's people that come to a church broke, needing change, not just financially.
Yeah,
hope on everything.
It's a business to these.
The thing is, they're giving you everything they have for God. When I say every, as in me, that saying sometimes in church, I'm even stingy when they say give so £50 seed of faith. Man are giving £100 for offering, and they only have £101 in their account, but they're saying because of God and because I believe in the church and what you've told me about who your God is. Giving it away, yeah. And because
I understand the church has got a run, but when you're pressuring people to just take
that's another thing. But let's just say, man that are giving purity of heart in faith,
and it's but my thing is another thing is the pressuring it's like the use of language, certain words, so you manipulate someone because using their emotions. It's like, oh, come on, man, like come on,
There's this artist called Gardner B. And he made a song.
He's been about for years.
He's been about. Decades. He's hard. Christian rapper. And he made a song called "Cast Your Cares," right? And what he spoke on it was like, I listened to this song like basically at least once a week because like it just. So he was saying that he was telling the story of his life on how once he met a church, and this church he was going to, this pastor, people were praying to him. He was seeing how people were struggling. This guy came in a new Merc every month, and he's saying, "How can the people see you coming in a new Merc every month and they're struggling to pay the bills? How do you think they feel?" Cars you're buying, and it's the same with Pastor Tobi. This is what I'm saying. I'm not attacking him, but I'm saying when you're a leader, there's certain responsibilities and scrutiny you're going to have. People are seeing you doing this, but people are sowing into the church, sowing into you. They're seeing you do this. They're thinking, "Raw, am I a monk? Christianity is a monk." They're gonna go, and can you blame them? Like, is man a monk? The 4 hat is probably wearing. It's probably 6 months rent for someone. He could have given that. No, let's be real. Come on, man.
That's 600, you know? That's 10 bags hat.
10 bags hat? Probably. No, Pastor Tobi.
10 bags hat.
No, Pastor Tobi. Is that unrealistic that he's wearing a 10 bags hat?
10 bags hat.
That's bro, deep it. This is nuts. Let me not even talk about how much he's paying the driver or the Rolls Royce lease.
Oh. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. And the house.
Houses. Bandos he was buying.
Mansion. He lives in a mansion.
Gatekeeper.
Gated community. Yeah, gated community. I'm not talking about in Nigeria. I'm talking about in London. in this
And
housing crisis.
What's it called? The gardeners he has to take care
Gardeners,
of. Brother, man, come on, man. Let's call a spade, like my mum said. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a spade, man. It's sad, but moving on.
You mentioned Nella Rose.
Yeah, so I'm going to. We had a celebrity influencer. I don't really care about her, but you know she's big in UK. But you speak this one off because I feel like this is more your.
I can't lie. I love Nella Rose, man.
Yeah.
I love her energy. Like I feel like it's hard. I don't really watch I'm a Celebrity no more. That was more so when I was younger. But obviously Fred, I'm sure you watched First Dates before. You know the presenter, the French guy.
Yeah, I know.
First Dates. That's the guy so she had an encounter with.
Yeah.
Basically they got into an argument, and obviously he's a French guy. So English isn't his first language. That's another thing I was thinking. So just to paraphrase, I think they must have gone
French are
to
very blunt people. They just say things.
Yeah, he must have said, "I'm your dad."
I'm old enough to be your dad.
No, apparently, but I don't think he said that. But he said, "I'm your." Yeah, but basically, he said, "I'm old enough to be your dad." Obviously, these guys when they're on I'm a Celebrity, a lot of them don't know each other like that.
Yeah, they don't know
Like,
your personal life.
So
your background.
yes, yeah. So especially background, they might not even know who you are, let alone your background. So then, because obviously Nella Rose they're from two completely
Different
sides
worlds.
of content.
Different worlds.
Yeah, different worlds basically. So
Different worlds.
the brother said, "I'm old enough to be your dad." Nella's obviously, she's
Lost both her
unfortunately
parents.
she lost both her
Rest in
parents.
peace.
Her dad's the most recent. I think she grew up with her dad. She lost her mum when she was young, I believe. Obviously, apologies if I get that wrong, but she's lost basically both her parents, which is probably she's still young. That's the crazy part.
She's young.
She's still a young girl, bro. She's probably like mid-20s.
Mid-20s, 27, 28 max. Yeah.
She was like 22 the other day. I remember when she started a YouTube channel. Had her YouTube channel. So this is when back we were in like sixth form or something. So like the young girl's lost her parents. She's obviously reacted in a way whereby it still affects her. Cause bro, losing them, I wouldn't even want to know the pain what it's like to lose my mum or dad. So the way she's reacted, of course, she's reacted in the way that she reacted. A lot of people say she overreacted. In that situation, when a guy said he's old enough to be your dad, that doesn't know your past, I can 100% understand what he's saying, because he's probably thinking, I'm twice your age, which he probably is, and
Even
plus,
more than that,
and you're speaking to me in the way you're speaking, whereby it's like, whoa, like, let's respect our elders here, which I completely agree with him, because I wouldn't, the way, even sometimes I might feel like to, I wouldn't, there's a certain way I'll handle a situation speaking to someone older than me. So
especially if it's the first time you met them, so you'll go give them the
yeah.
benefit
So
of the
there's
doubt,
So then she reacted in a way whereby a lot of people seem like she overreacted. Did she handle the situation well? No. However, who am I to tell someone how to react when you lost both your parents? And the guy after as well, he went back to her, and then he was like, do you know what? I'm sorry that you lost your parents, because this is when he found out. I didn't mean it in that way, which of course I'm sure he didn't mean it, because we hear all the time when older elders say I'm old enough, or people that you hear older people say to someone that's young, I'm old enough to be your father, or whatever. But I'm sure in that situation he said in a way whereby it's like,
he was being nice. He was just
like, you need to respect me or talk to me in a certain manner, basically. And so when he found out, he apologized. He even offered to give her food, and she decided to be ignorant. That's whereby I feel like, okay, that's because the reaction whereby that I'm old enough to be your dad, that can trigger something. Like, she's lost her parents. Like,
at the same time, who are we here to determine how far trauma can affect?
Even people, I'm seeing people that have lost both parents say that she overreacted. That's cool, but obviously everyone reacts different. Like, there's certain things that I think people overreact day to day in this world, and to me it's nothing. But to me, some people that's massive.
And like
to
you
me,
said, when you lose your mum early, there are some things not having your mum around.
Pain.
Even stuff like reacting emotionally. Most of my emotions, the way I move is from my mum. I don't know about you. I'm just saying, I've learnt through my mum the way to react. So her being a girl, especially not having a mum around when she was younger, she might not have had that grace to learn. Okay, this is how you resolve such a situation. So
But I feel like over time, I feel like we need to give someone like Nella, like Zizi said it about giving people grace. Like someone like that in that situation, I understand she overreacted. I think over time she'll realize that she could have handled that. Because you got to remember, none of these people she knows. None of these people look like her. I hate to play the race card. None of these people look like her. She don't see them on a day, or they're not even forget about race even. Put that to the side because I don't like bringing that into too much. But she doesn't know none of these people, so there's no one there in her ear. Like, you know when you have your brethren be like, yo, like, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, come on, man, like,
or
listen,
tell us to calm down.
Yeah, tell us to calm down. Like, I'm sure he didn't mean it that way. He basically just meant probably like the way you were speaking to him, and it's just about being accountable. So obviously, when you're in that sort of environment, it's like you might not be able to see things in a certain way, because you know how, for example, just every day, like when you're around certain groups, you might act a certain different way. Whether people say it's fake or whatever, it's just how we are as humans. You just programmed in a certain way to just act certain ways. So yeah, I feel like in general, I feel like she did overreact, but I feel like at the same time we have to give her some leeway, because at the same time it's not easy losing. And she's young. Yeah, it's not easy losing your parents.
My issue with it really was, from you said, when he came to apologise, offer her feud, because if I made sure I watched the video twice actually before when you watch it once, but I watched it twice.
And he seemed genuine. Fred seemed like a proper genuine brother. He seemed like a genuine brother. He doesn't see
the fatherly aspect that he has, where he was even if he knew, and that's when you know a real man, where you know you're right, but for the sake of diffusing the situation,
he went and apologized.
You have to go and apologize.
Yeah, I rated that highly for him.
That. My thing is, when she said out of her own words, I'm paraphrasing here. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Where she said, she slept and she was like, she woke up, she said to herself, you know what? Yeah, I realized that. I thought she was going to say I realized that was wrong. She said, I realized. Like he's taking them. And I was like, what? And that's my issue. Like,
and I was like, Nella, come on.
Trauma is it is impossible to examine, determine how someone reacts to. I can't come here and sit here and tell you.
Because they're all programmed different.
And I spoke to a woman because I was like, okay, let me see if a woman's like that. I spoke to my female friend. I was like, cool.
Bare females disagree with her.
So she was like, cool. Nella's wrong, but she said at the same time, as a girl, yeah, the things we take emotionally, like maybe even the word parent triggers her. And I never thought of it like that, because I was like, because she was like, or even that, because she was like, when you use both parents and the fact you don't have one, that word itself, Nella could have associated hate and hurt and anger towards that. So I was like, you know what, cool. But then my friend said the same thing as me, where it's like, but you going to sleep, waking up, and still moving the same, that accountability, there is no excuse for that, because Nella is older, mature enough to realise. And the fact that people, not even a man, forget him for other people trying to go to it and explain for him, like, cool, he didn't know. Like, he didn't know. So then when you've heard that, you then go to have some internal, like, looking and responsibility about you and saying, you know what, yeah, maybe on my side, I might have gone a bit too far. And that's fine. You know?
Yeah.
And that's fine. And I feel like, again, I don't like the media outrage of, cool, if you don't like Nella as a person, again, her personality is somewhere where you either hate it or love it. She's got a big personality. So that's what I'm saying. When people are like that, but I'm like, they're not really bullying Nella. Yeah. Some people just aren't used to her type of personality, which is fine. Remember, we're only 8% in this UK. What we see as normal in our communities.
Less than that, I think.
Huh?
I think it's less than that.
It might even be less. But that
8% sounds high.
And that's my point even. So imagine the majority of white British people watching Nella's personality, they're gonna say, right, this girl is louder, so whatever. My issue is when they start being racist, like obviously that's
using that as an excuse to be racist.
Yes.
That's the bit that started annoying me.
That is not needed.
And it's like, come on, let's just stick to the situation.
Man.
Let's not try and stray away and bring other.
But you know when I knew it was bad? When Mandem started, not even Mandem, just people in general started sympathising with Nigel Farage is when I knew, Nella, you've lost it, bro.
When she started arguing with Nigel Farage and people... No, but at the same time, that conversation, though...
They stitched her up.
That conversation, they stitched her up. But at the same time, the points she was arguing...
was correct. She was
correct, way. But she didn't word it and she didn't explain it. Because remember, you're talking to a politician right now.
So I'm saying Nella was the worst person.
Yeah.
And that's why when Fred did it, Fred twanged him.
Because then he couldn't. He didn't even know what he was saying.
And I was saying to my friend, you man sympathise with... One of my boys said, Steve, I can't like Farage making sense. I said, brother,
he's stupid.
This guy's a no lie, and my brother had to apologise. I said, the same guy that said Brexit when Brexit went through, actually left the party and was never to be seen again. Why? Because he knew he messed up. The money he promised to the NHS is worse off.
The devil comes to kill,
steal, kill, and destroy.
Man,
John 10:10.
Man, yeah. And then
he left. He
left.
Bro, and I said, bro,
he caused confusion in the country. I left.
I said to my boy, think about it like this.
I said, nah, this brother.
That's like you investing in something. You've invested, then you take your money out when you realize, and I said, bro,
pump and dump.
That's what he did.
Pump and he bought.
People are forgetting. It wasn't like a week. The same day Brexit went through, brother left, and the party died because he said, "Bro, I think I messed up."
He's on demon time, real life demon time. He's on demon time. He came in, he caused confusion, destruction, and he left. And do you know what the funny thing is that when Fred broke it down to him about, for example, just on a simple business level,
UK don't make their own food,
that we need European countries and the food and everything. He was like, the reason why Brexit was good, because now it means that we're on our 2 feet and we're strong and we're independent. This is what he's saying. Independence. Do you know what he sounded like? He sounded like them women saying, I don't need no man.
That's what I was going to say.
I don't need no man.
That's what Fred was like. Independence isn't doing things yourself. How else do you
fucking get pregnant?
I feel like people need to understand the word independency don't mean getting stuff yourself. That means you're just affluent and proactive.
You need
independency is about sustainability. Independence isn't doing anything yourself. You can't do anything in yourself this world. Independence is sustainability. What I have, how long can I sustain it, and what can I do with it?
That's independence. And what system do I put in place that's
put
to
in
help me do that?
Sustain it. That's independency.
A man said, let's... Oh, man. And then this stupid Middle England...
But English beef is the worst beef, bro.
Middle England... Oh, don't get me started on them lot. Them lot up north. I told you, we're not...
Where do you think England grows rice? Someone in this country tell me where England grows rice. Where in England do we grow rice? Rice is the most eaten carbohydrate in England. Where do we grow rice in England?
What weather?
What weather? This
English weather. Grey skies. You think grey skies 24/7 is growing apples and pears and all these? Bro, these people.
These man can't even grow long grain rice, bro. Long grain, the tough rice.
Can't you?
Talk about basmati or tiger rice, jasmine rice.
Useless, man.
Brother, it's. But again, Nella got stitched up because. I get her emotion, but this is why I say sometimes, the Bible says it. The verse says, "Be slow to speak, be quick to listen, and be slow to anger." Sometimes the best way to beat someone in an argument is let them speak, dissect what they're saying, and when they're done, you speak. When you're just shouting, it just sounds like you don't know what you're saying, and you're just emotional.
And don't get it twisted, because it's crazy enough. I went to my work conference yesterday, and because I work in the private sector, we take on NHS patients. To take off the load of the NHS, because because it's getting to the point where, and the CEO, when he was speaking in this conference, even he said that, listen, the NHS, he said the finance wise they're so bad, it's like he can't believe it because he's obviously, he looks at our numbers and obviously he's got to balance books, make sure that we're doing well. He said when he's speaking to certain higher up guys in the NHS, this is what he's telling us in the conference, that listen, these lot are like he said that the next general election, in fact, is going to be crucial because now it's going to be a thing in the next few years in the NHS. He said this winter even, it's going to be bad because now, do you know what they're doing? Whatever service whereby they feel like is not as major.
Yeah, it's non-critical.
It's non-critical. Now, when someone comes in, it's going to be like, nah, sorry. So like stuff like hernias, for example, when someone has a hernia that's growing in you, instead of even if it's a small one, instead of them removing it straight away, they're just gonna be like, no, sorry, it's not really something that's
paid medication.
It's critical, yeah. It's just about managing it. It's just about managing it. Yeah. So then now is a thing whereby, like, it's just in tatters. Doctors, everything.
But everyone's moving abroad. People are getting degrees, moving abroad, doing 2 years study there to converse and to stay there.
And after the protest, and this is everything I'm being told is everything I'm saying is being told, is being passed on to us in a conference to let us know that listen, that basically let us know that we're good because obviously they need us, the private sector, because that's how they're gonna be able to deal with all these people. Is that, you know, when doctors were striking, all these nurses were striking, doctors, the payouts that they were getting in total was like over 1 point something billion.
Yeah.
So imagine now they're having to pay out this money because obviously they're underpaid, and then now that means they're even more in the hole. Because you got to remember, just business wise, you
Where's
got
money coming from? Yeah.
exactly the money coming in and out. You got to be able to balance the books.
Yeah.
Obviously, if people are unhappy and they need they're demanding a payout, and you ended up you have to pay them out because they're striking, and the unions are coming together and saying they're threatening you. You have to pay them. Obviously, you end up negotiating and going for a settlement. Now all of a sudden you're gonna just give in to shut everyone up.
Well, conservatives are ruined this country.
Bro,
Conservatives. I was watching the news yesterday, right?
bro, that's why David Cameron left.
Yeah.
And this is how you know the country's in tatters. David Cameron that left after Nigel Farage destroyed. Now they're calling him back. And he's what, the Home Secretary or something like that?
It's crazy. Basically, Prime Minister, second in charge.
But Rishi's just.
Rishi doesn't know what he's doing. He actually doesn't know.
I feel like he feels like. Listen, I feel like he's done as well. I feel like he knows it though, because I feel like they all know that the country's in tatters.
Conservatives need to go, but my issue is Labour's leader.
He's got a similar mindset to Conservatives.
Yeah,
but slightly different.
But he is not a leader. Jeremy Corbyn got done. We know why, but I believe if he right now was Labour leader, this country would be looking better off. But
it all depends on what aspect, though.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is that. So let me say this here. So I was watching news yesterday. Conservatives got a group of people. Oh no, BBC got a group of people. Obviously, they're all conservatives. They're saying why the migrant crisis, why they need to shut it down. So there was a Chinese ladies, or let's say South Asian lady, and yeah. So there was the East Asian lady and the South Asian lady.
Yeah, God.
Cool. Both of them said, cool. Yeah, we need to. They said they want to completely shut down migrants, but the man said, even though you're a migrant as well, the migrant scheme is why you came.
But we're all migrants.
And then she said, yeah, but he said, but what's the but you came on and say scheme? But she was like, we need to raise the level. We said, why? He said, for there to be more better skilled people, because now they're not. But I'm like, fam, the same people.
You know. So this is why Nella's point was good, but she didn't articulate it properly. Because as she mentioned, a lot of the nurses are African women, not only African, they're European women. They're all migrants, basically.
Not the number one migrant from the country in the world.
Who is that?
What do you think it is? I'm asking you for that. That's it. That coming to UK. In what country do they get the most? Nurses, doctors, everything. Students.
I know it's definitely from Africa. I feel like it's either that, or I want to say Polish, or I want to say South African or Zimbabwe.
It's Nigerian, bro.
Is it actually Nigerian?
It's Nigerian. BBC did it.
Is it? They said it's Nigerian.
Bro, there's Nigerians everywhere, bro.
Oh yeah, I know there's Nigerian everywhere, but
so the same people they're trying to vilify is the same people that need the doctors, the nurses, the warehouse workers.
And don't get it twisted that all these immigrants, they're open to being
exploited for now.
They want to be trained up.
Yeah,
but their hunger's different. So these people, instead of, because at the end of the day, whether they like it or not, less and less young people are interested in this shit.
It's true.
Because now a lot of people are seeing that there's no money in, or then a lot of people aren't even willing to go through that process of grinding and being trained.
Bro, 10 years of medical school for minimum
to be earning £12, £30 an hour. Like, come on, man, 15 like minimum wage,
It don't make no sense. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, them man are willing to do the work. And this is what the man was saying. But you man are saying you don't want migrants, but the works and jobs that there is out there, you man are willing to do that. So where's the work gonna come from?
That's the problem.
But yeah, it's crazy to me, bro.
Yeah.
Brother, we just need someone who has no ego, that genuinely has the best of the country, but it's hard to find that because to be in politics, you have to play the game. To even get to where...
as we said, it goes back to what we said at the beginning. To be able to get to that certain level, it comes at a cost.
It comes at a cost, bro.
And you got to play that game.
And I hope that God just brings someone up where it's like, cool, I've set this man, because if it's not from God, then we'll finish.
God, just help me and the people around me to just progress. The government are going to be the government. They all cut from the same cloth.
And then I'm telling you about student loan. Please.
Don't get... Oh my gosh, I spoke to someone about how much I got taxed this month. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Couldn't believe it, bro.
Guess how much... Guess how much I got taxed this month.
How much?
I'm going to end it on this. Guess guess. Just say any number.
5K.
No, come on, now. I'm not that rich yet.
So, I'll say a K.
No, just over. Like 1.1.
1.1.
Yes, I got taxed 1,000.
Just for the calendar month.
Just for this month. yeah, just for the calendar month. Some people are getting taxed that in a year.
Hey, yo, that's to you, my friend.
Bro, that's some people's wage. I couldn't believe it. I said, what?
A K. IRS.
I felt sick.
IRS. You're not smooth. You know what you got to do? You got to start hiring your family, bro. They'll pay that money back to you.
Oh, bro, that's... Oh.
Put it back in the cost. You just say that's part of the cost. They give you back that bread.
Bro.
Like Shaq said, you got to save all your money. All the phone bill is from your business, so they'll pay back to you.
That's episode 45, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
Hey,
stop music quickly.
It's hurting my head thinking about it.
Nah, Kena kind of month is crazy.
Rap, I'm adding Away From Home by Drake. That's an underrated tune on that album, man.
Yeah, I'm doing Either Ways. Scared, cracking,
Right.
simple. Either Ways.
Where is the playlist? So, let's see, Away Home, and then Evil Ways, and then R&B.
R&B.
What have I been listening to? Oh, I'm gonna add Geordie and Louis Ray. Too much.
That's got a comb in his hair, innit?
Geordie, yeah, on Filthy.
On Filthy.
With the little afro, yeah.
I'm gonna add Strawberry Skies. Don't know if that's in. I might put that in last week.
Strawberry
Skies. Kwaku or something.
I don't think she. Yeah. Cut.
No. Yeah. Second one. Yeah, Strawberry Skies.
But yeah, that's episode 45.
45.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah, all of that. Share it as well, man.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to be putting polls on the Spotify. If you're listening, there's a poll up. This week's poll is going to be... Last week one was, is war used as money laundering? Is war used as money laundering? Yeah, in general. This week is did Diddy do it?
Did Diddy do it?
That's gonna be.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be the name of the episode. Did Diddy do it?
Did Diddy do it?
Do you think Diddy was there saying take that with the ad lib doing the Diddy bot? But yeah, that's episode 45, man.
Let's go.
We out.